Hi guys, so today I am going to be showing you guys a little tutorial on how to deal with a CSV file that doesn't have a UTF encoding. And I know you'll be wondering what is a UTF encoding. Now sometimes a UTF-8 encoding. Now a UTF encoding or a UTF-8 encoding is commonly used. It is used to handle a wide range of characters when storing data sets. And if the data set you're using isn't, stored in that way, some libraries might find it really hard to unravel. So maybe like you use a pandas data frame or pandas, you probably get some errors. So I'm going to show you how that works. So first off, I'm going to simulate. Here is an error from a non-UTF-8 data set, right? So this is what I'm going to do. So I already have a data set, so I'm just going to show you. First off, I'm going to import pandas, which is my data manipulation library. So here we go, and I'll give it an alias PD, right? So I run this. Next, I'm going to say df. Df is going to just be the name I'll use for the default. The data frame is popularly used, right? So I'm going to now say pd.read CSV, and I already have the data set, and data set is called popular Spotify songs. So this was basically shared by a student, and so this error is coming up. So I just thought I created, just showed how this can be solved. So I'm going to use df.head to read the first 5 rows in order to simulate the error. Now just hold on for a bit. Now you see there's an error. Now you see this, a Unicode decode error. So this typically is saying UTF-8 codec can't decode bytes. So definitely just saying, look, I don't understand what's going on here. So now look at how do we fix the error? So here is one way to fix the error. So first off, here, fix the error. Now what I want to do is I want to know which encoding was used for this data set, this CSV data set. To do that, I am going to import, I call it sharded. So I'm going to import a package called, look at that, and then that's one. Next, this I can use this to figure out the encoding, right? Because I want to detect the encoding. So let's call this detect encoding. Now, with that, I'm going to use a with statement. So I say with open. Then I will, here is the CSV file. Then I'm going to use R because I need to read. So I use this to check out. I want to see what the encoding is about. And then I'll call this F. Let me just call this, or I call it, can I call it DF? Yes, I call it DF. So, yeah. So next is, I'm going to see the result here. And in the result, I want to see what type of encoding that is. So I'll call on my model dot detect, and I say detect. So here I say df dot read. So this is what I wanted to detect, whatever it is, and then print the result. So here I'm going to print, and that's the result is basically what's in here. So I'm just going to print this, right? And then it's going to show me the encoding. It should show me the encoding, right? So you can see it has an encoding other than the UTF-8, which is the very popular one. Now, so let's just focus on this. Let's just let others be. Let's just focus on this. Now, we now know what encoding we have. So I can come now and copy this now. I'll copy this. And when I do, I am going to introduce a parameter. The parameter already exists for read underscore CSV method. So it's called encoding. So you see it here, encoding. And over here, I'm going to introduce this encoding here. So with this, and let's see if this works. Yep. So you see it works. So in any situation where you have an error or you have something like a decode error, sometimes it's pretty difficult to figure out what exactly is the encoding. If you see something similar to this, now you can now solve that kind of problem. So yeah, so again, in case this error pops up, take your time and check it out, and then try to use this method to solve the problem. Again, the UTF-8 encoding is typically used. It's like a required software to save files correctly. But there are other encodings, but it's very popular, and libraries like the Pandas library use the UTF-8 encoding to read CSV files, and if it's missing, then you're going to get an error, right? So take your time, watch this, and then save yourself some time.